And Jesus says,
Lalisuan tihian asoya.
turn to the 4th chapter.
Bungli na.
Satan cometh, 15th
Chang
verse.
som pang na marka bungli chang som pang na.
Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word.
Satan na chuan an rilru thu the chu alak sak ngal trin.
You know, friends,
Trian teu.
one man said to
Mi
me,
pakhat chuan tian min sila.
I thought I will be very happy when I get married.
Nupui ka nei nuwa chuan ka hlim viau donin ka in ngaya.
But after marriage, I discovered that I was very miserable.
Ma se chu tiang chu ni hau lo mai se om takin ka om zui ta a.
I had blood pressure, diabetes, and many other diseases.
Pisen sang te ka neya tin na na sang sang tein min klak buak ta a.
And he was afraid to even come to our
Tin
meeting.
kanin khom na po run kal chu hlawani.
Why?
Eng wang nge.
Oh, these people will tell me to confess my sins.
Heng mi te hian ka suan na te chu puang turin min tiang ti ka hlawani
Who
ati.
tells you that?
Chu tiang chuan tunga sil che.
See, when you go to a doctor, what do you say?
Doktor hne na ikal chuan eng tin nge silang che.
The doctor says, tell me everything.
Doktor chuan ichan chin min sil te ati anga.
Where is it paining? When did it start?
Kaya nge na chu ain chana eng tikin nge nya chan.
What did you eat?
Eng thil nge ei ti te.
Are you sleeping properly?
Mut mu im hu cha em ti te.
So many
Zona
questions.
tam tak doktor chuna zo don che ni.
And you answer all of
Tin
them.
chung zong zong chu I chan angai don ani.
My dear people,
Do tak teu.
what have we done with Christian faith?
Christian rin na hi enga nge kan chua zo tak le.
Go to all creatures.
Thil siam zong zong a chuan kal ula.
See, I am very grieved about all the marriages in these parts.
Heng laya in nei an song bol dan te hian min tilungai em ani.
Just for human convenience.
Mi hring te an du dan ang chau in an siam ni.
பையனுக்கு சமிக்க யாரும் இல்லை.
Kan ina cho chum tu turan om lo ni ti ngai tuan na ten na ya.
ஒரு நல்ல சமையல்காரி தேவை.
Kan ina cho chum tu rong bol tur kan ma mo ni.
Great reason to marry.
Chu tiang a wang chuan in nei chu an du ani.
My mother-in-law told me
Kan nu pui anu chuan tian min sila.
before the marriage,
Kan in nei ma in
my wife, பிள்ளைக்கு சமைக்கவே தெரியாது.
kan nu pui chuan in eng tin ma rong bol a thiam lo atia min sila.
Well, that's no problem to
Ke
me.
tan chuan chu a pui lo.
Huh? I never fought with her. இதுல உப்பு இல்லை.
Chung cho chum thiam lo a wang chuan kan nu pui ne ka in hau boi ngai lo.
Never.
Kan in ti boi ngai lo ani.
We were happy.
Kan lim em zo kan ni.
But
Ni ma se
low-level
chu
marriage,
tiang ngai dan kan nei chuan kan in nei na chu eng ma lo kan chan ti na ni.
fleshly marriage,
Ti sa thila in nei na ani chung chu.
marriages without missionary
Missionary
vision.
real ru nei mi lo in nei na kan buat sai three
How
ni.
can God bless such
Chu tiang in
marriage?
nei na chu pathian eng tin nge mal som theyang.
No, God can't bless.
Pathian in chu tiang ang in nei na chu mal som thei lawang.
A boy,
Mi pakhat chu
the son of a police officer,
police officer fa pa pakhat chu
got converted.
Christian a ain leta.
I never asked him his caste. I don't know anything
Eng
about
ang dam nge ani ti ka shemia lawa ka zot ngai bok lo ani.
But when he got converted,
Christian alo ni chuan
he began to follow the Lord.
pathian lalpa nung chu zuita a.
His company, he joined an American company.
American company noya na thoka
They said, you must work on Sunday.
Sunday a po na I thok turani anti a.
And he resigned.
Aban santa ani.
He said, no, I can't work on Sunday.
Sunday na ka thok thailo tin aban san ani.
God gave him a better
ปะ
job.
เทียนจนทัชโจกอเปเลอันนี้
But
นิมาสลา
he and his wife
อามาเลอนุปุยจู
have become great helpers in the work of
ปะ
God.
เทียนรวมบอลนัตุรตานมิจังกายตักอลอนิตาโจกอันนี้
You see,
อินมวยมเชนเตอู
he married one of the girls here,
เฮลายานุลาปะขัดจุนุปุยอันเนีย
but
นิมาเซ
I never heard of their fighting with each other.
อันนี้ส่วนบอยเลอินฮาวบอยก็ลักษณะเขาเหล่านี้
But on the other hand,
เลลำปังอาจวน
both of them take an active part in reaching souls.
ถ้าเราโบตตันอันนี้จวนเองตินามดทิลเราปุยตะกันเตียนี่
Today, some of you,
วันอาเฮียนฉันขัดจวน
I don't know what you really want.
เองทิลไงอินดูกระเชแรงเรา
அடக்கத்துக்கு சரியான இடம் கிடைக்கணும்.
มีตัวมาตินตูรินมุนทราเลรัลม่วงกันมาหมอนี่
தயார் பண்ணட்டுமா?
สุดที่มุนจุกันเสียมสักโดนเจ้าเอ็มนี่
My dear friends,
เช่นดูตักเตียว
is that your worry?
จู่ๆอีลุงคำอันนี้เอ็ม
Or is truth, pursuit of truth, your worry?
อันนี้เราเลยอีลุงคำจู่ทุตักดิกนะอันนี้เอ็ม
You know, I was preaching in a public park in Coimbatore.
ก็ยังประตูระกดเทระถูกสยา
A woman who had been a Catholic counselor in the city,
จู่ขบุยากัทอลิกคาวน์ซิลร์มีประคัดจู่เราเตลเวะ
she said to me,
ที่เฮียนกันเห็นถูสวย
Aya, when I go to these local churches,
แห่งลายเบียกอินาเตก็อินคอมจวน
I only hear in the Pudavu Yenga Vanganinga,
เฮกุเรียงจัดมันเงยคุยเลยเงยติทูเตนี่
Yavla Vela.
เองจัดมันเงย
That's all the kind of talk I hear.
จู่ๆเบียกอินาอันสวยก็เสียจวนนี่อติ
I don't know how spiritual the talk is in the fellowship.
จู่เตียงอังจู่ฟิโลซิปะทาราวเนน่าอินซอมนาเนยมก็เชลว
I see some very worldly people coming into the
กัน
fellowship.
ฟิโลซิปะเตโคเวลมีตักเตปวดอินคอมันนี่ติก็เสีย
What did Jesus do with the worldly people in the
แล้ว
temple?
ลิส่วนโคเวลมีติจู่เต็มปุลาคานินตินเงยติค่ะ
Drove them out
อัปไปชั่วกันหนดชั่วกันอีกค่ะ
along with the animals that they were selling.
ตินรัมซาอันชัลตันเนนชั่วนัดอันหดชั่วกันนี่
You're making my father's house a den of thieves.
กป้าอินจุสวมมังเตปูก็อินเหลวชั่วเจ้าตานี่เฮียตีนี่
You know, from any service of ours,
แห้งหน้ากันโถหน้าเตียน
God must help you to take away a word which has spoken to your heart from God.
ปะเทียนจวนอินทินลุงอาทัวสวยตจูมีดังเต้นให้นับวงซาร์ไทตูรินจันปุยเจ้าเราเส
If there is no such word,
จุดเตียงอังหน้าทัวอมสีเหล่าจวน
and if there is not an atmosphere of prayer,
จงทรายนัตเตโปอมสีเหล่าจวน
it will become a club
ก
meeting.
ลับอินคอมนะอินหูคอมนะอินตีเหลี่ยมนะอังเจ้าอันยังกันเบียกอินเตโป
And
อา
sometimes
จางจวน
that meeting can even become like a Sunday.
กันอินคอมนัตเตโปซันเดย์สัตย์อังไม่อันโดนนี่
No presence of God
ก็
there.
จวนปะเทียนจูอมระวัง
You know, my mother-in-law had blood pressure.
กันอุปยานูจวนอินที่เส้นสางอันเนี้ย
And for her to come, it was a long way by bus to the fellowship.
เฮกันอินคอมนาโลบาสโลกัลตุจวนอินหุ่นเรยตักอ่างายนี่
Sometimes she would have headache and fever,
อาจารย์ชวนลูนาเตขสิกเตเนียงะ
and others like her.
ตินนัดดังเตปอนเนียงะ
But they used to say,
มาเสติเฮียนันสวยชิน
as soon as I came into the
เฮ
fellowship,
ฟลสิปากะโลลูติรเวละชวน
I was healed.
ตีดามินกอมตาอันนี้ตีเฮียนสวยชิน
No, my fever left me.
ข้อสิกชวนมินกัลสันอันนี้
So,
Chuan.
in this fellowship,
เฮฟโลสิปะเฮียน
prayer became first.
จง try จงมาสับเบอร์อันนี้
Not going on talking.
จงไม่อมจะนี่แล้วจงลำมันนี่แล้ว
Why is it that there's so much
เอ็ง
talk?
ฟังเงี้ยจงน่วยอมทรินนะฉัน
Because there is no spirit of
จ
prayer.
ง try นะทาราวจุกันในแล้วฟังอันนี้
When you look at some of these areas,
แห่งมุนเวลเตนเอ็นจวน
right till Kanyakumari,
กันเนียกุมารีจังอิน
how many places without the good
มี
news?
เอ็งจัดเงี้ยจันจินทราและเชลาอมเล่
I won't be surprised if some human sacrifices are also taking place there.
มุนเชนกตาจวนมีสิงเนน่าอินทอยนัทปวดจวนและอมตีกระเสียนี่
In many places in this country,
มุนช่างเฮรามาเฮียนจุดเตียงจุดแข่งอันนี้
I am sure still there is human
มีสิง
sacrifice.
รำห้วยเห็นลั่นนัดจูอัลแข่งเมกันนี่ตีกระเสีย
In one place they said,
มุนปกตาจวนที่เห็นนันสยา
oh, they opened a temple here,
เฮลายเฮียนเทมเพิลจวนฮงอา
a new temple,
เทมเพิลสักทาร์อันนี้
and they got hold of two Harijan boys
น้ำห้วยนุ่งมีปัญหาน้องปังปัญหาจวนมานา
and sacrificed.
ปะเทียนเห็นอันลานันนี่
My dear people,
ดูตักเตียว
and what did Jesus tell
ลัล
us?
ลีส่วนเองอสวยตักค่ะ
Go ye into all the world and give this good news.
เขาเวลจงอาการลุลาจันจินชาฮิชิลระอุตี
All power is given to
ทุนใน
me.
น่ะจงจุกันเนน่ะเปกอันนี้โต
The young people who began with
เฮ
me,
ลายาชลายกันเนน่ะอมเตจู
they finished their college,
อันคอลเลจเตียนจวา
they went into their jobs,
นาเตียนทกา
they retired from their jobs,
อันนาจังอินอันโลเป็นส่วนหัวจวน
and many of them have been leaving the world.
เต็มตั้มตักจวนเฮเขาเวลเฮียนชัวสันตาอันนี้
Leaving the world.
เขาเวลันชัวสันอันนี้
Finished.
จุดตอบนานี่ไหม
One opportunity to serve
นัง
God.
ปาตานะรงโบนะหุ่นทราโป
My dear
เช่น
friend,
ดูตักเตียว
I was recently preaching in Manipur and going to
มันนิ
Burma.
ปูระกัลจุมินบาร์มาปอทุกัสโซยา
And when I went through so many ranges of mountains,
ดังตั้มตักจุตาจวนกับมัวทุกัสโซยนังหุนาจวน
I said,
ที่เฮียนกติยา
how did the early missionaries come here?
ทราบมิชชันนารีเตคาเองเตียงอินเงลายพุนาเฮียนรอนเคลนเทเลกติ
They did not have roads.
กงชาปอนในละวะ
They had these tribes ready to kill them.
ตีนแห้งน้ำกลเส้นเฮียนมานี่ทัดตูรินัยไปเร่งบกะ
How did they come here?
ฮัติลายเฮียนตีนเงรอนเคลนเท
So comfortable in England.
เองละนะจวนนวมสัตตะกินันอมเทียนี่
And you know, after that journey to Burma,
จูบาร์มากระทุสอยโจจวน
it was very hot that day.
ตาจวนขจูขวาจะลุมเอ็มเนี่ย
And when I reached the place where I was to preach,
ถูกกระสอยนัตูรมุนกระเขียนจวน
I mean after preaching in
จะ
Burma,
มีบาร์มาถูกกระสอยโจจวนกตินานี่
I was totally exhausted.
ก็หาเอ็มแม่กระเจ้าเอ็มไหม
I did not travel by bullock cart.
บ้องตัวลายเลียนกระสินละวะ
It was a small car,
การตักเตยนั่นนี่กระสินนี่
but
นี่มาเซ
those missionaries didn't have small cars,
สู้มิชชันนารีจะจวนการพวกอันละนี่ละวะนี่
but they were driven by love,
มาเซมังไงนัดจวนอากาลตีร์อันนี้
not by money.
ปอยสาวางนี่ละวิน
Today,
Với na hiền
People are moved by money.
mi ta chu poisa awangin nan thoka
Oh, job in Africa,
poisa awangin Africa ten kala
job in Germany.
na zong in
Oh,
Germany
they will
ate
go.
na awangin an kal me
Indian boys and
India
girls.
nula le tlangwal te na awangin chunga chuan
The
an kal ani
call of money
poisa awangin an kal ani
has become greater than the call of
poisa
God.
awanga kal du na chu pathian awang ai chuan alian na sa
See
zong
what
em ani
Jesus told his disciples.
dale so na zirtir te ne na asoi kha enge ni
Matthew 28,
mathaya bung som ni pariat na
18th chapter, verse.
chang som pariat na
Matthew 28, 18.
mathaya bung som ni pariat chang som pariat
Jesus came and spoke unto them.
lali suwa chu lo kala an tinan ne na tian soya
All power is given to me
thunai na zong chu ka ne na pek ani to
in heaven and in earth.
va na le leya hian
Go you therefore and teach all nations,
ti chuan kal ula nam zong zirtira siam ula
baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Ghost,
pale fa pale tharau thiang lim minga chuan baptisma chan tir ula
teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you.
heng thu ka pek zong te hi zom turin zirtir vera u ati ani
Lo, I am with you always,
tin in ne na ka rengang
even unto the end of the world.
khovel top thleng po in
My dear friends,
chen du tak teu
today
voina hian
security has become a big industry.
him na hi kan ta na thil poi mo ber ni ang na lang ta
Everywhere you go,
mun kining kal na pianga
security people.
security in moni
If you want to enter an airport, you have to have an identity card.
airport a in kal point ID card in mamoa in kenangaya
Very, very strange.
thil maktak ani
We moved freely in this country,
herama hian zalen takin kan chevel thina
but today we can't move like that.
ma se voina chuan chu tiang chuan kan ti thei to lo
But what does Jesus say?
lali suan enge soi chu
I am with you.
in nena ka omang ti
So who is the guarantor? Who is the security man?
tunge him na min petu chu tunge himang tia min soi min sil tu
The
chu
Lord Jesus.
lalpa i suwa chuan ani
The next 2 weeks after the anniversary service on the 15th in Madras,
kar ni nuwa madrasa program ka ni nuwa chuan
I have to go and have our retreats in England, Germany, France, United States.
England Germany France le United US a chuan kan center ka kalangaya
You know, as I told you, my wife is a young woman of only 76.
kanu pui chu kum samsari chawa upa ani a
She finds it a little difficult sometimes to travel like this.
achang chuan hetianga zin hi nuam ati ho lawani
But no grumbling in our house,
ma se kan ina chuan phun noina om lo
no fighting.
in sual boina om lo
Of course, she is concerned that I should be healthy.
kashi sel chu adu na me mai
Being a doctor, I can understand her.
doctor ani angin kashe thiamani
She sees me working so hard,
tin narim takin ka thok ani ti a mu boka
but
ma se
she only wants to help me.
ama chuan min tran pui chu adu ani
She does not want comfort.
nuam taka om chu adu big lo
My dear friends,
chen du tak teu
what is wrong with you?
enge nangma nia chuan dik lo om ta le
Does not the love of Jesus move you?
lale suwa mangai na cheu chuan ati cha zo lo cheu em ni
My mother used to pray.
kanu chu atong try thina
You know, she used to pray with a neighbor lady.
an chen om nu nen an trong trai dun thin ani
Every day, this rich neighbor lady, a Hindu, used to come and pray with my mother.
ni tinin kan chen om Hindu nu pakhat nen chuan an trong trai dun thin ani
And they used to pray upstairs.
in chung an trong trai dun thina
And one day, that lady came early,
ni khat chu nu chu ma deuh leka lo kala
and she was looking down from upstairs.
in chung atang chuan in aron en thla a
My mother was coming to the staircase, which was outside.
kanu chu leilona chuan a lon me ka
Just at that time, our cook, or the woman who cooked,
chumilai tak chuan in kan ina rombol tu chuan in
my mother had given her two kinds of rice.
kanu chuan in kan cha chhum chu bu pahnih chinhi a pe a
One, what do you call that? That little, yeah. And two, she was carrying boiled rice, raw rice.
chum sa le chum lo akeng ani
Because there were some boys who only ate boiled
achan
rice.
chu kan zenga chuan cha chum chau e chin an oma
And so she had to cook these two kinds of rice.
ti chuan chung cho pahnih bu pahnih chu a chum anga ani
And she was walking on the ground.
ti chuan kot lai a chuan a kala
And this woman was watching from upstairs.
in chung atang chuan in chu nu chuan a en ringa
My mother was coming.
kanu chu a chho me ka
This woman with her two,
tin he nu cho chum nu chu cho bu chinhi keng chuan a kal kwal boka
she was going to the kitchen,
chauka te kala
and she dropped the two kinds of rice on the ground,
chuan
sand.
in vai vuta chuan a bu fai ken panhi chinhi chu ati tlapal ta hlau mei
And this woman from upstairs was
he
watching.
nu hian in chunga chang chuan a lo mu renga
She saw my mother.
kanu chu mu chuan
She did not speak a word.
eng thil ma soi lo
She went straight to the staircase and went upstairs for prayer.
trong trai turin le lona chuan a kal chun zom mai ani
And that rich Hindu woman was shocked.
chu Hindu nu ho satak mai chuan mak ati hle me chu tianga kanu na ti chuan
What did she say?
enge soi chu
Oh, I would have shouted at that woman.
kei chu ni la khu chu chum nu khuna satakin ka hau nge yang atia
But you didn't speak a word.
ma se eng ma nang chuan i soi lo
You know, we follow Jesus.
la le suwa kan zui chuan
And when Pilate was asking him, these people are witnessing so many things about you.
pilata chuan in la le suwa chan chin tu heng mi te hian tam takin an hek che ni tia zo khan
What do you say?
eng thil nge soyang
And Jesus didn't reply a word.
la le suwa chuan a chang lo angoi reng ani
And the judge, the Roman governor, was very surprised.
pilata chuan mak ati em ani la le suwa ngoi reng chu
Don't you speak?
eng ma isoi don lo em ni
Don't you hear what they witness against you?
heng an pu mo na zong zong te hi shelo em ni
He didn't speak a word.
eng ma chu soi si lo
I don't know what you have spoken,
enge in soi thin chu ka shelo
whether angry words or abusive words or backbiting words.
midang rel na nge midang soi chiat na nge midang an chelo na chu in soi thin ka shelo
There is only, if you're kulai, if you're tap,
tui hek chua na chuan tui hek chua ka
if it produces sewer water and good water, will you ever turn to that tap again?
chu tui hek chua na chang chuan tui chia le bol lo alo chua chuan chu tui hek chua na chuan ikir le angem
Will you again touch that tap?
Chú tui hek chuan na chú I khoi le duang em.
You have got one mouth,
Ka pakhat chau in yang em.
and with that you speak to God.
Chú mi ka chuan pathian ne nei thu isoya.
And then you speak evil.
Tin chú mi vek chuan thu chia I bol
You
hoi.
speak about this person, that person.
Mi chi sang sang rel na chu lo chuak boka.
The Bible says, he that backbiteth not with his tongue.
Alaya mi soi chengai lo mi chu Bible chuan ti na soi.
He will ascend into the hill of the Lord.
Lalpa tlang thiang lima chuan lo kalang ati.
My dear people,
Chen do tak teu.
Jesus prayed for his disciples.
Nali suwa chuan na zirte te ta na chong try ni.
What did he pray?
Enge chong try na chu.
I am coming unto you, Father, but these are in the world.
Inde na ke chu ka lo kal do na ma se heng mi te khovelan la don.
And I send them into the world even as you sent me.
Khovela an ni hi ka tir chuak don ani nangin ke mi tir angin ati.
My dear friends,
Chen do tak teu.
you and I should be ambassadors for Jesus.
Nang le ke hi Krista palai kan ni tur ani a.
My dear people,
Do tak teu.
that is our motivation and objective.
Chu chu kan dam chan le kan nun chan ani tur ani.
To glorify Jesus,
Lali suwa choi moi hi.
to deliver people from their heavy burden,
Tin mi te an purit purata chan chua te.
to break the prison
Tin
chains.
chei na anin puar na phel sak te.
Let us pray.
Ilo chong trayang u.
Let us pray.
I chong trayang.
We want you to pray in your hearts
In tin lungin chong tray ulakadu ani.
and tell God,
Ti chuan pathian ne na.
oh God,
O pathian.
I am not moved by your Calvary love.
Kalvari mangay na chuan min te chelo ani.
I am not moved by your missionary love.
Missionary mangay na inay na te chuan min ti cha thei lo ani.
Forgive me.
Min ngai da mang che.
Oh, the world is in my heart.
Kathin lunga chuan khovel hilian bera.
Take away the love of money from my heart.
Kathin lunga sum mangay na te chunang in labawang che.
You said the love of money is the root of all evil. Take away that love of money.
Chu sum mangay na chu labawang che.
Give me a new heart.
Thin lung thar min pela.
Oh, loving Father,
Mangay tu pathian.
give
Itu chuan
everyone
poi
here
sa sum mangay
a
na
new
isuan zong zong
heart,
bulan iti si a. Lung thar nangin peyang che.
a new spirit.